मित्रांनो, मी प्राध्यापक अनंत देवगिरीकर. मी ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमी शोणे येथे गेल्या 6 वर्षापासून बुक कीपिंग अँड अकाउंटन्सी हा 11वी 12वीला हा विषय शिकवत आहे. तर इथे मी हा विषय शिकवत असताना मी जे विद्यार्थ्यांना नॉलेज देतो हे फक्त थेरॉटिकली नॉलेज देतो. मुलांना त्यांच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीला प्राधान्य देणं हा माझा एक प्राथमिक उद्देश असतो. तर त्यामुळे मी यावर्षी वेगळ्या पद्धतीची एक ऍक्टिव्हिटी तयार करून घेत आहे. ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी तुम्ही या चॅनलद्वारे या व्हिडिओद्वारे तुम्ही पाहणार आहात. तर या ऍक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये विद्यार्थ्यांना मी ज्या पद्धतीने जे टॉपिक शिकवलेले आहेत ते टॉपिकच्या त्या कन्सेप्ट, त्या टॉपिकमध्ये असणाऱ्या त्या कन्सेप्ट ते त्यांच्या पद्धतीने एक्सप्लेनेशन करणार आहे. आणि मला निश्चित आशा आहे की ही जी कन्सेप्ट आहे ती तुम्हाला 100% समजेल. आणि ती कन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला समजल्यानंतर निश्चितच तुम्हाला अकाउंटिंगचे प्रॉब्लेम सोडवत असताना त्या चॅप्टरच्या कन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला पूर्णपणे क्लिअर होऊन जाईल. काय आहे ती कन्सेप्ट तर आपण पाहूया.
Hello guys, this is Anusha Gandhe from 12th standard commerce student, guidance Anant Devgirikar sir from Jnanadip Academy. Today I am here with a small concept of accounts. Lesson number 2, not for profit concern, that is subscription. Many of students get confused about this concept, so I am trying to explain it with simple language. Subscription is a revenue income of not for profit concern, so it can be given as periodically. All members should pay this subscription regularly and it is credited to the income and expenditure account. Subscription can be classified in many ways. So the first way is current year subscription received in current year. This is very easy. As it is our revenue income, we have to credit that amount to the income and expenditure account. Then the second one is previous year subscription received in current year. We have to less that amount from current year subscription, and there is no any need of second effect if the opening balance sheet is already given there. But if we are going to making that opening balance sheet, then second effect is just write that amount to the opening balance sheet asset side. Then the next year subscription received in current year, again less that amount from the current year subscription, and then second effect is write that amount to the closing balance sheet liability side. On the other hand, if they have already given the subscription received in advance in the opening balance sheet, then write that amount and add that amount to the current year subscription. Last one is outstanding subscription. This is very easy adjustment. If this type of adjustment is given there, then there are two effects. First one is add that amount to the current year subscription, and second effect is write that amount to the closing balance sheet asset side. So guys, stop making this concept so complicated. This is very easy. You can solve it. Just learn it concentrately. Thank you.
Where the amount is paid in advance for the goods or services to receive in future is known as prepaid expenses or amount paid in advance. So hey guys, I am Sanjana Swami, 12th commerce student from Jnanadip Academy, guidance Anant Devgirikar sir. Today I am here with a simple concept of prepaid expenses. I will explain it in a simple language. Definition: where the amount is paid in advance for the goods or services to receive in future is known as prepaid expenses or amount received in advance. Another definition of this is the expenses which paid for current year is known as prepaid expenses. This means you have paid the amount, but you have not received the service yet. This is an asset for organization. It means prepaid expenses are assets for companies and etc. Cause we haven't made its services yet. Assets become expendable as we give services or benefits. A simple example of this is insurance. Every time we prepay insurance, suppose we have paid insurance from January to December, and our financial year is 1st April to 31st March. We are preparing balance sheet on 31st March. We have benefited from January to March, so they have been expended. But if you want a benefit from another 9 months, it is still an asset. Prepaid expenses can be asked in 3 types. First, Not-for-profit person unsolved problem number 4 has a hidden adjustment in general expenses. In this, we have prepaid 500 rupees, so we have to less 500 rupees from 5,500. So there is no second effect of this hidden adjustment. Second type, unsolved problem number 13. In this problem, last year balance sheet also given. Insurance premium is 11,000. Current year prepaid insurance is 2,500, and last year prepaid insurance is 2,000. So first we add last year's insurance premium and less current year's insurance premium. Cause listen it carefully that every time we less current year's prepaid and add last year's prepaid. Second effect is balance sheet asset side. This is a common adjustment from illustration number 10. Adjustment number 3. In this, rent is paid in advance, rupees 3,000. First effect, payer less from rent, and second effect is balance sheet asset side. All you have to remember is first effect less from that particular expenses, and second effect is balance sheet asset side. It's very easy concept. Just remember the effects. Thank you.
We will learn about donations. Myself, Shivraj Gaikwad from Jnandeep Academy. Donation means gifts given to the organization. One can find two types of donations in the books of accounts. First is general donations. These are shown in the income side of income and expenditure account. These donations are given without any condition. Second is specific donation. Donations are sometimes given for specific purpose. The donor specifies the purpose for utilizing the amount donated by him. For example, donation for building fund, donation for prize fund, donation for sports tournaments, etc. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anisha Kailas Argade and I am studying 12th standard in Jnandeep Academy classes in Shivne, and the subjects teaching to us by Anant Devgirikar sir. Okay, come to the point. Today I am telling to about first chapter, accounts first chapter, that is depreciation. What is depreciation and which types of depreciation? How to mention depreciation? Depreciation means reduction in value of fixed assets is called as depreciation. And depreciation is indirect expenses. There is three types of depreciation. First type of depreciation. For example, I am purchased machinery 20,000 and depreciation on 10,000 means 2,000. Calculation amount 2,000 means 2,000 is a depreciation amount and 20,000 is machinery. 20,000 less 2,000 is equal to 18,000 means 18,000 is a machinery's amount and 2,000 is a depreciation amount. Then second type of depreciation, I am purchased the furniture October month. So October to March month's calculation is 6 months. So 20,000 multiply 6 divided by 12 multiply 10 divided by 100 is equal to 1,000 means 20,000 less 1,000 is equal to 19,000 means 19,000 is a furniture amount and 1,000 is a depreciation. Then third type of depreciation, motor. I am purchased the motor van 1,10,000 and adjustment required information to the books of value 1 lakh. So 1,10,000 less 1 lakh is equal to 10,000 means 10,000 is a depreciation amount and 1 lakh is a motor van value amount. So I hope understand my today's video. Thank you so much for the watching my video.
Hello everyone, myself Aarti Sanjay Upande. I am studying 12th standard in Jnandeep Academy classes Shivne and subject teaching to us by Anant Devgirikar sir. Okay, come to the my point. Today I am telling about account first chapter, partnership final account. Is small concept is outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses definition. An outstanding expenses is an expenses which is due but has not been paid is called as outstanding expenses. There are two effects anymore adjustment. First effect, add to the particular expenses debit side trading account and profit and loss account. Outstanding expenses is personal account. Outstanding expenses direct expenses and indirect expenses. Second effect liability side because due but has been paid. Example, trial balance given salary amount 50,000 and outstanding adjustment outstanding salary given amount 10,000. So first effect, salary is indirect expenses and profit and loss account debit side indirect expenses. So to salary inner column 50,000 and outstanding salary inner column 10,000. There is total 60,000 outer column. This is first effect, and second effect is liability side. Outstanding salary outer column 10,000. 10,000 is outstanding. Outstanding is important to underline because this is adjustment. Any more example is outstanding expenses, wages and salaries and wages, insurance, commission, interest, royalties, carriages inward, carriages outward, etc. So I hope understand my today's video. Thank you so much to watching my.
Hi friends, this is Surekha Matre from 12th Standard Commerce Student, Guidance Ananta Devgirikar sir and Sopan Kedari sir from Jnandeep Academy. Today I explain a small concept of account, that is sundry debtors. Its definition: a person who receives goods or service from a business in credit or does not make payment immediately and is able to pay the business in the future is called sundry debtors. For example, sundry debtors is a person who owes money to other party, or in other words, when you lend money or sell goods on credit to another party, that party becomes a debtors to us. Sundry debtors is a current asset and reported to the asset side of balance sheet to create sundry debtors ledger. Thank you for watching.
मी वैष्णवी राजगोरकर. मी आज तुम्हाला फायनल अकाउंटमधील ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटबद्दल सांगणार आहे. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट हे एक नॉमिनल अकाउंट आहे. या अकाउंटमध्ये व्यापारातील खर्च आणि तोटा याची उजळणी केली जाते. व्यापाराच्या संबंधित खर्च आणि तोटा हा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटवर डेबिट केला जातो. तर गुड्सच्या बाह्य हालचाली म्हणजे गुड्सचे आउटवर्ड मुवमेंट्स हे ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला नोंदवले जातात. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटमध्ये ओपनिंग स्टॉक, परचेस, वेजेस, फ्रेट, ऑइल, गॅस, फ्यूल, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग एक्सपेन्सेस, फ्रेट इत्यादी ट्रान्सफर केले जातात. तर ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला सेल्स रिटर्न, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, गुड्स विथड्रॉ बाय प्रोप्रायटर पर्सनल यूज, गुड डिस्ट्रीब्युटेड ॲज फ्री सॅम्पल ट्रान्सफर केले जातात. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट हे एकूण नफा किंवा तोटा निश्चित करण्यासाठी तयार केले जाते. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटमध्ये क्रेडिट बॅलन्स शिल्लक असेल तर आपल्याला ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट होतो आणि जर डेबिट बॅलन्स शिल्लक असेल तर आपल्याला ग्रॉस लॉस होतो. हा ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट किंवा ग्रॉस लॉस आपण प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईड ट्रान्सफर करतो. अकाउंटच्या महत्त्वाच्या अटी: पहिली स्टॉक म्हणजे न विकलेल्या वस्तूंचा साठा म्हणजे स्टॉक म्हणजे दोन प्रकार आहेत. एक ओपनिंग स्टॉक आणि एक क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. ओपनिंग स्टॉक म्हणजे वर्षाच्या सुरुवातीस जो वस्तूचा साठा असतो त्याला ओपनिंग स्टॉक असे म्हणतात आणि क्लोजिंग स्टॉक म्हणजे वर्षाच्या अखेरीस तो वस्तूचा साठा असेल त्याला क्लोजिंग स्टॉक असे म्हणतात. पॉईंट परचेस: आपण खरेदी केलेल्या गुड्सचा समावेश परचेसमध्ये होतो. आपण खरेदी केलेल्या गुड्समधून काही गुड्स खराब निघाले तर ते आपण रिटर्न करतो. तर रिटर्न करण्याला आपण रिटर्न आउटवर्ड किंवा परचेस रिटर्न असे म्हणतो. ते आपण परचेसमधून लेस करतो. सेल्समध्ये आपण सेल केलेला मालाचा समावेश त्या सेल्समध्ये होतो. जर सेल केलेला माल आपल्याला रिटर्न आला तर त्याला आपण सेल्स रिटर्न किंवा रिटर्न इनवर्ड असे म्हणतो. चौथा पॉईंट डायरेक्ट एक्सपेन्सेस. डायरेक्ट एक्सपेन्सेसमध्ये वस्तूंचा खर्च, वस्तूंच्या उत्पादनासाठी झालेला खर्च व खरेदीचा खर्च यांचा समावेश होतो. एक्झाम्पल इज वेजेस, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग एक्सपेन्सेस, फॅक्टरी लाइटिंग, वेजेस, वॉटर, ऑइल, गॅस, फ्यूल, etc.
हाय फ्रेंड, माय नेम इज मधुरा युवराज बराडे. मी आज तुम्हाला डेप्रिशिएशन या टॉपिकवर सांगणार आहे. डेप्रिशिएशनला मराठीतून घसारा असं म्हणतात. डेप्रिशिएशनमध्ये आपला नेहमी लॉसेस होत असतात कारण का डेप्रिशिएशनमध्ये आपल्या ॲसेटची किंमत दरवर्षी कमी होत जाते, म्हणून आपल्याला डेप्रिशिएशनमध्ये लॉस होतो. समजा आपली 40,000ची मशिनरी आहे आणि आपल्याला त्याच्यावर 10% डेप्रिशिएशन काढायचे. आपल्याला 10% डेप्रिशिएशन काढायचे म्हणजे आपण आपली मशिनरी 12 महिने वापरून झालेली, म्हणून आपल्याला 12 महिन्याची डेप्रिशिएशन काढायचे. 12 महिन्याचं डेप्रिशिएशन काढायचे म्हणून आपल्याला 10%नी 40,000वर 10% डेप्रिशिएशन म्हणजे आपला 4,000 हा आपला डेप्रिशिएशन येतो. 40,000तून 4,000 मायनस करायचे, आपली अमाऊंट 36,000 ही येते. आणि आपण जो 40,000वर डेप्रिशिएशन काढलाय तो 4,000 येतो. आणि ती अमाऊंट आपल्याला प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला लिहायची असते. आणि जी आपली अमाऊंट आलेली असते 40,000तून 4,000 मायनस करून जे 36,000 आलेले असतात ते आपल्याला इनर कॉलमला लिहायचे असतात.
Hi friends, my name is Shrutika Hanumanth Tagore. I am studying in 12th Commerce at Prestige Public School and Junior College and Nandip Academy. We are learn about the types of organization. First is a trading or a profit making organization. Second is a non-trading or a non-profit concern. So today's my topic name is a non-profit concern. Non-profit concern, we are explain the four points of non-profit concern. First one is the definitions of non-profit concern. Second one is the features of non-profit concern. Third one is the additional informations, and fourth one is the difference between. So first introduce the definitions of non-profit concern. Non-profit concern means the forms of organizations we provided services to the societies only. This is known as non-profit concern. Non-profit concern is a very important chapters in the accounts. They are regarding to the final account. So we are discuss about the features of non-profit concern. First feature is a non-profit concern is not earned to profit. Second one is a non-profit concerns are form of promotions of art, culture, education, health, sports, etc. The third one point is the member of non-profit concern cannot got the dividend. Fourth one, this concept is prepare the income and expenditure account, balance sheet and receipts and payment. Fifth one point is capital fund is made up of the entrance, legacies, donations, surplus, etc. Capital, the surplus is added the capital fund and deficit is minus the capital fund. Third one point is additional information. Additional information means outstanding expenses and prepaid expenses. So first point is outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses which are the unpaid. This is known as outstanding expenses. Second point is prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses are which are the paid in advance. This is known as prepaid expenses. Subscription means receiving advance. This is known as outstanding subscription. Then fourth one point is depreciation. Depreciation is a nominal account and it is easy to calculate the depreciation. Then sixth one point is donation. Donation are transferred to the income. And sixth one point is the stock of stationery. Stock of stationery is a loss. Then he transferred to the expenditure. Then fourth one point is difference between final account and non-profit concern. First one is a final account. We are prepare the profit and loss account, trading account and balance sheet. Here is a not prepare the profit and loss account and trading account. Here is a prepare the income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Balance sheet is a similar to final account and non-profit concern. Then third one is net result. Final accounts we are find out the net profit and net loss. Here is a not find out. Here is a find out, but what is change? Here is a find out the surplus and deficit. Thank you for watching my video.
My guidance answer from Nandip Academy. आज मी तुम्हाला गुड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट बाय फायर या एक्सपेरिमेंट समजून सांगणार आहे. गुड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट बाय फायर म्हणजे समजा ABCD ही एक कंपनी आहे आणि त्या कंपनीचे 50,000चे गुड्स आणि माल जळालेला आहे आणि 20,000 हा इन्शुरन्स क्लेम केला. म्हणजे 3 इफेक्ट होतात. पहिला इफेक्ट हा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला, सेकंड इफेक्ट हा बॅलन्स
my name is Rashmi Patil, 12th Commerce from Nandip Academy, guidance by Ananta Devgirikar sir. Now I am going to explain you what is meant by outstanding expenses and how to solve outstanding expenses. First, what is meant by outstanding expenses? Outstanding expenses means which we have to do but has not been paid. जे पैसे आपल्याला द्यायचे आहेत आपण देणार आहोत अशा पैशांना आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस असे म्हणतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, लास्ट इयर सपोज वी हॅव टू पेड 1 lakh rupees and we had been paid 90,000. 10,000 we have to give, we will give. Then 10,000 is outstanding expenses. In Marathi, मागील वर्षी आपण 1 लाख रुपये आपल्याला द्यायचे होते, आपण 90,000 रुपये दिले, 10,000 आपल्याला द्यायचे आहेत आणि आपण ते देणार आहोत. अशा एक्सपेन्सेसला, अशा पैशांना आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस असे म्हणतात. थर्ड, हाऊ टू गिव्ह इफेक्ट आउटस्टँडिंग एक्सपेन्सेस. फर्स्ट, ॲड दिस अमाउंट इन एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन इन्कम साइड अँड सेकंड, ॲड दिस अमाउंट लायबिलिटीज बॅलन्स शीट. It is very easy to solve.
Hello everyone, my name is Sonali Mayachar and I am studying in 12th standard. Today I become so perfect in my account subject for the some reason Sopan Kedari sir guidance, Nandip Academy and Ananta Devgirikar sir who teaches us. Okay, come to the point. Today I am going to tell you about the outstanding expenses information. Outstanding expenses definition. Outstanding expenses are those expenses which have been incurred during the current accounting period are due to be paid. However, the payment is not made. Such an item is to be treated as a payable for the business. For example, outstanding salary, outstanding rent, outstanding subscription, outstanding wages, etc. Outstanding expenses is a personal account and is treated as a liability for the business. It is also shown on the liability side of a balance sheet. Outstanding expenses in trial balance. If these outstanding expenses already appear inside the trial balance, then it implies that the adjusting entry has already been passed. In this case, it is only shown in the balance sheet as a current liability and no adjustment is required in the income statement. Thank you for watching this video.